What's going on, everybody? Just getting set up. But oh, I should have skipped through and gotten into chapter 4. Something tells me I'm farther back than I expected. Okay, I'm not. I'm like right here. I think.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Rip. This is desktop capture via PS Remote Play. I'd say Remote Play is pretty good for most games like that don't require like no, this is Remote Play. I'm just capturing Remote Play on my desktop. But Remote Play is like I'd say for unless you're playing like games that really require no, I'm not multi-streaming. I
Previously on Alan Wake.
did not even bother.
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Not even bother in OBS to YouTube stream.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode.
Oh God,
You're
no!
a
I
patient
can't
at my
even.
clinic.
I'm not taking a day off tomorrow.
The shock
I gotta work
of
tomorrow.
wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I mean, you could. I can't guarantee that Alan Wake 2 would be a good one to go with, considering it's day one tomorrow. And also, they don't.
I felt
Most new
heartbeat.
games, like
My
the
heart
the
was pumping
the
and
boards,
was
like
making me numb.
won't even
I felt
open
like
for
this
the
was
first
happening
2
to someone
weeks
else.
of a game's
Someone I was
release.
watching on television. I couldn't think, couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here, no manuscript pages.
Rip. My manuscript pages.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Oh no.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten.
Ah, yes,
Little
everything
walk
I've
in
forgotten.
some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Ah, yes, let's follow the good doctor.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I mean, if I want to get on a name list first, like,
Splendid.
I could fire up
I
the,
honestly believe we can get this thing under
I could fire up,
control if we work
Duck Station and, play Galarians on the
together. This way,
emulator.
Alan.
The replay mode has no names on it, so free world record.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all
If we weren't playing a horror game, this
You've
is,
been making it up.
you know,
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it.
this is
Nothing
like
does make
logical
far
stuff
more
that this
sense
guy
than
is
the
saying, and if we
insane
weren't in a horror
supernatural
game,
conspiracy
I'd
you
be
have
like,
concocted
yeah,
in
it's
your
like,
mind.
Alan's
You're a
probably just
skeptic by
crazy.
nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything
Although
can be
granted, Alan
explained
could just still be crazy. Alan Wake 2 isn't out yet. We don't know. Although there's enough in the Alan Wake cinematic universe to, you know, make us understand that he is not crazy, that this is all true and happening.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
This does have a nice
Well,
vista view of, like,
this
a
way.
lot of
Follow
places
me.
in,
Alan, what I'm telling you is
upstate
good news.
and,
Right
you
now
know,
we're in control.
the Northeast.
Every time you have a
Like
relapse,
every,
it's more
Stephen
difficult to
King
escape
related
from the dark depths of your
piece of fiction.
imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I let him
illness.
talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, here's our fourth wall breaking moment.
Scary, scary, scary.
Gasp.
Emerson,
I'm
Literally tries to jump scare us.
a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared.
Oh yeah, so what are you gonna
can't
play
just
on
decide
Saturday,
what kind of
Nick?
dream you have or when you have it?
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry.
You said there's one cool game. I wanna hear it.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll
involve
get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
You heard it from Alan Wake itself. Video games are trash. You can just hit me up with the name. I'll look it up a little bit later.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
Don't scream.
As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Interesting. Oh yeah, engagement therapy, TM, and its sister method, the flow, TM.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what
Interesting.
a storm.
I've been seeing,
Wipes this place off the face of the earth.
shoot.
And these two are the Anderson brothers.
What's the other game that people have been playing recently?
Now, should I put this
Like it's on like the front page a lot right now.
70s and 80s called Old
I would open up
Gods
Steam and
of
take a look at it.
Asgard. They even adopted
No, not
first
Suika. It's a horror
names
game.
to
It's
keep
one of
up
the
with
like the
the
VHS ones, kind of like the convenience
After
store.
the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are
I think it's like Fear and Fathom.
advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to.
While this cutscene goes on, I'm actually gonna look it up.
Power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
Oh, Fears to Fathom.
When you feel up to it, return to your room.
The whatchamacallit, the 4th episode came out just a couple days ago.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough.
And it's like a horror version of Firewatch,
Crazy's a requirement,
from what I've seen.
Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your
Oh, yeah,
head right.
those I've seen those, and those look like nice short games, or a nice short game.
But I kept it safe from these bastards.
Oh hey, thanks, buddy.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter.
I also got to play Control at some point
But there
too.
was fear.
Maybe I'll do that
Not for as young as
post
16,
Alan Wake.
he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's
The
bound to make
doors
you
were
know,
locked.
jumpy.
Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Sure, after I get my coffee.
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
That makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Not going that way.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Oh, damn.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Didn't realize you could even come in here. Alright, I'll go in here and sit down and do stuff.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Like, sure. Sure, well, I'll continue to stare at this paper and, not do anything.
What the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from me, old little wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in
Good old
mid-sentence
Barry.
and avoided the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I'll take a look at the Don't Screams after I finish this up today. So I'm also interested in it. Because the Fears to Fathoms also has a mic.
Hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Oh, it's out in 1.5 days. Okay, interesting. Is it on Steam?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman.
Alright, yeah, I'll take a look at it in just a sec
Hartman had
then.
been playing me all along. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Interesting.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days.
Oh, yeah, actually,
Wake asked for to show him who was in charge, but that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Interesting. For some reason, like, I've definitely, like, glossed over that game.
About Alan's problems.
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep.
say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
But Paul's like, oh no, that's a Four Wolves painting.
Barry?
Hey Barry.
Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean,
Whoops. So much for that.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Damn, Alan.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
It's like, uh-oh. Darkness caught up to us. Haha. Gotta take a little pleasure in that.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
I was about to say, how long does it take for flares to go out in, Oh, right, I don't have, Oop, ow. I don't have a flashlight on me. Which means I need to hit this thing. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, this is where you get good at Dead by Daylight. All the generator stuff, yeah, that's this game. Come on. What the? Uh-oh. Wait, did I? Oh, shoot. I need to turn this back on. Oop. Had to figure out the timing just a tiny bit. Ow. I love flares.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So now we play the, destroy the door game. Oh, damn it. I timed the dodge wrong. Oh, come on. Damn it. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Some does take a little bit of trickery. Oh, do I gotta, like, draw you out? Come on, buddy. Over here. There you go. Come on. Oh. I hope that hit the door. Oh. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. We got it. Whee!
Al! I'm here!
Thanks, buddy. Alright, cool. We out. Yeah, I know. I need my coffee. How else am I going to fight the forces of darkness without my coffee?
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Oh, Barry.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
That seems, you know, bad. Also seems bad. Ow. Time to fight House. Thanks. Okay, there's nothing else following me, so I'm not gonna spend time focusing on it.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Gee, thanks, Barry. I realize that. Yeah.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Thanks. Ow. Gotta be careful here. If I don't, what's that say? Don't trust Emil. Well, I mean, that's obvious. My guy.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including
Hell
the
yeah.
dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field.
I like
When
dragons.
the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I can see them moving around! Coming for you!
Oh shit. Just burned an extra flare there, which is really bad. Oh, we're gonna have to scoot and shoot. Which way is the right way? Probably not this way, honestly. Okay. Uh-oh. That sounds bad. Okay, revolver ammo, good.
You get 2 barrels in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
I love that weird scent, like whatchamacallit, the oh god, it's the crows! Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna run and pick up whatever's in here, and hopefully it's good stuff. Oh, damn. That flare gun is real good. Like, I need that flare gun.
Turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes
that's sometimes this is very sometimes the dodge in this remaster is a little unresponsive, I've noticed. But it might also be the lag from the remote play, so sometimes it's hard to, it's a little hard to tell. This is where me ditching that extra flare is biting me in the ass. But if I can run around... If we can just run from this fight... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There we go.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Okay, now that I have, oh, there he is. I do want to fight him because I want that flare gun. Sometimes running is the correct option. Actually, especially in Nightmare, because I think I've done a Nightmare playthrough on stream like a while back. Are people coming after me? Oh, yes, they are. Interesting. Now I can let the battery recharge. It's nice that the flashlight recharges. That comes in super duper handy in Nightmare mode. When you need to save a lot of your batteries for specific parts in each chapter. Pretty sure there's an ambush here. Yep, like these guys. Oop. I should not have survived that. I should not have survived that. Ah, goody, a flare. The thing that I needed earlier, but did not have. I will save it for important times. Oh god. Ow! Every time.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Kaboom. Alright, cool. We have full revolver ammo. Oh, hi there. Okay. Oh, over here. Cool. Oh, yes, more. Love it. Okay. See, it's not a terrible hedge maze. There we go.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Yeah, that's not a, that's a very unadvisable thing to do when you have a broken nose. When you have a broken nose, you should be breathing through your mouth. So that way you don't wind up basically blowing up your face.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut on the nasty shoulder.
That's something I learned from
Loose and locked, so,
both boxing and the MMA world.
don't worry about it.
Because guys get their noses broken more often than you... Actually, you know what? Not as often as you think, but when they do, like, obviously, like, the advice that they always give is, like, don't clear your nose. Because it makes your, like, everything surrounding you, like your cheekbones, or, like... I don't know if it's, like, the cheekbones, or the, It's not the bones, but it's like all like the blood vessels basically in your It's so weird that, like, the flare doesn't hit anybody behind you.